Good morning, everybody. Okay, I want to share a story with you. I'm really excited about sharing this story with you because I think this is going to have a huge impact on a lot of people. Part of this story was due to be part of the TED Talk that I was putting together, which I wasn't accepted for. But I'm over that now. So to get back to the reasons why, sometimes when people are unaware of their behaviour, it's very hard for them to change. The people who have awareness of their behaviour are the people who can change. So when I tell you the story, it'll make more sense. Basically, I was always a searcher. From the age of 7, I had a little children's Bible, and I hope my mum still has it actually. I had a little children's Bible, and any time I had a problem, I used to go back to the back of the Bible and look up, a potential possible word that was similar to what I was experiencing, and then look up the parable and try and apply the parable to my life. So I was constantly searching and constantly trying to read and find out new information to help me. And this went on like from the age of 7 or 8. So I would class myself now as a very negative child. I was a bit of a whinger and a moaner, and everything was kind of a bit of a problem. And that was a product of the environment that I was reared in and the place that I lived. But I wouldn't change my journey now for a second because it made me exactly who I am. But fast forward until so the moaning continued. Fast forward until I was about 15 or 16. Now, bearing in mind, where I lived was in really great close proximity to my grandparents' house, and they were two beautiful people, and everything kind of happened there, and we all converged in their house kind of daily. I was very lucky that I was very close to all my cousins growing up, and I still am. We're kind of all like sisters and brothers, really, more than cousins. But at the time when I was really, really young, I was very close to my cousin Lisa, and she was really very good to me when I was a kid, thankfully. But I was in her house one day, and herself and her boyfriend were planning a day out. Now, bearing in mind, I was spending a lot of time with Lisa. Like, even when she was going out with this guy, it was ridiculous. I don't know how she put up with me, but anyway. She was planning this day with her boyfriend, and I said, "Oh, can I go with you?" And she said, "Oh, I'll have to get back to you on that." So she went off and she spoke to her boyfriend, and she came back to me the next day, and she said, "Nick, I've something to tell you. My boyfriend said that you can come with us as long as you don't moan or complain or give out or whinge wherever we go about literally every single thing." And this was like, I'm actually getting a rash even thinking of it. This was like a bolt of lightning. It was like a kick in the stomach. I was completely and utterly emotionally winded. But Lisa did me a brilliant favour that day because she brought awareness to my behaviour that I just hadn't got a clue about. When you know better, you do better. And Lisa made me realise, you need to kind of cop on here. So I decided from that day forward that the negativity was going to stop. Now, it didn't stop immediately, and it was hard work, but it was so worth it. But what I'll say to you is, if you are observing somebody who has, a really negative behaviour, or carries on the way I used to carry on, or is doing something that is not serving the highest part of themselves and is going around spewing negative energy everywhere they go, it's kind of your duty to gently point it out to them, especially if you love them. Now, what I'll say to you is, huge pinch of caution here. You have to approach this situation with kid gloves, because honesty without love is brutality, and none of us want to be brutal. None of us want to be brutally honest. Sometimes that's needed in certain circumstances, but when you're approaching a situation that's sensitive, open hands and a load of love and coming from the right space and delivering your message in the right way will do that person the world of good, because you'll be doing them a big favour and shifting everything in their lives. So I hope that story was useful to you. I'll go into more of that in greater detail another day, but I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Take care. Slán.